What's up? Welcome back to my channel. Unless you're new here, hi, my name is Miranda and I'm so happy you decided to click on today's video. If you are new here, I'm going to give you a really quick recap. I just recently moved and this is my first grocery haul in our new home. I have not gotten groceries in 4 weeks. 4 weeks as of today, I got my last grocery haul and I just used everything I had on hand. I moved with no refrigerated food, a few pantry items. I've been going to the store a couple times this week to get like $5 dinners. I did just post one. I'll link that video down below, along with my home tour in case you want to see my brand new home. We went on a debt-free journey last year. For 6 months, we took time to pay off all of our consumer debt and then decided to go for the home buying process. And now here we are in our new home with my first grocery haul, and I'm excited to share it with you today. So not only am I gonna share with you the groceries that I purchased, but also some really quick, easy 10-minute meals. I think during the holiday season, especially coming into the new year, if your goal is to eat more healthy, if you're going to try a plant-based diet, or even weight loss in general, having quick, easy meals in your arsenal, in your back pocket, makes life so simple. If you are new here, I hope you stick around, subscribe, and turn that notification bell on because I'm always posting really easy, fantastic plant-based recipes, and I love sharing them with all of you. And make sure to follow me over on Instagram at Miranda Running on Plants and tag me if you are inspired by one of my dishes, and I would love to share that on my Instagram story. So let's jump into the grocery haul that I have here behind me. I'll also give you some ideas as I'm going through the haul and share with you some of the meals that I'll be making, along with the 10-minute meals at the end of the haul. So let's get started. Let's do a quick scan of today's grocery haul. I did go to Smith's, which is a Kroger company, and that's local to me here in Las Vegas. I spent about $120. This will be about a 2-week stock up for us. I will have to run to the store to pick up a few things here or there. Keep in mind, I do have a lot of beans and tomatoes, canned products, and I think even a little bit of pasta in my pantry. So I meal plan every single week, and I'll share that with you here in a second too, just to kind of give you an idea of how I meal plan in case you're coming into the new year and need some ideas. So for starters, I got 20 pounds of potatoes. If you're an OG of my channel, comment down below and let me know what's happening in the next couple weeks. And well, actually the next couple days, but you'll see this video in the next couple weeks. Comment down below if you know what's happening with these potatoes. So into the veggie section, I don't eat a lot of cruciferous vegetables just because they're just not easy on my tummy, but my husband loves broccoli. So I got this because it'll be super easy for a quick 10-minute meal to throw with some pasta or some veggies or with some potatoes. I can throw it in the oven and I can just rinse it and I don't have to worry about chopping it. So it saves me a couple steps. Yes, it's way cheaper to buy it differently, like if you buy it in the large florets and cut it yourself or even frozen, but this is his favorite and it saves me a couple steps. So time is effort and convenience, and it saves me, you know, in the long run. I did go ahead and grab some bananas. They're not quite ripe yet. I like to use those in my smoothies. We're also gonna do an apple pancake for Christmas. Maybe I'll have that recipe in here. We'll see, but if not, I will type it down and put it in the description box. You can use any kind of apples that you like. We really like Granny Smiths because they're kind of tart and a little bit sweet. Some celery that's also gonna go with the potatoes. Of course, my favorite, which is squash. I got some zucchini squash and yellow squash. These were really inexpensive, I think 99 cents a pound. I wanted to try a Buddha bowl, so we did get some rice, cauliflower, and 2 onions. And I have to just say, Smith's, I've been really impressed with their reduced prices. $1.50 for these big containers of spinach. And I don't think it says what the regular price is on there, but $1.50. There was so many of these, I can't use a ton of them, but I'm gonna freeze these. So whatever I don't use, I'm gonna freeze. So I got 2 of those. I also went ahead and got one of the 50-50 blends because I'm gonna have this for dinner tonight, and it was only 99 cents. So that's a huge win. If you have a Kroger company near you, of course, it's a huge tip to look for clearance items, but I just hit the jackpot today. I must have just came in the nick of time when they were putting things out, because I also got these beautiful mushrooms. They're organic white button mushrooms for $1.50 for a pound. Yes, that's amazing. I also went ahead and grabbed this because I can use this tomorrow for a quick lunch or even tomorrow night. It's just butternut squash noodles. I think it's funny how it says squash butternut noodles. I never say squash butternut. I say butternut squash. Anyways, it's more expensive to do this than to go ahead and get it like this. But this was 79 cents a pound. It's just all about convenience here. And I knew that would get eaten really quickly. And who doesn't want to add more veggies in their life in a convenient way? Gluten-free pasta. I am gluten-free. I went gluten-free back in October. So it's been roughly 3 months. It'll be 3 months on January the 1st. I really like this brand. Plus it was buy one, get one free. So I got 2 of these for $1.49. Super happy when gluten-free pasta is inexpensive, on sale, there's a coupon, etc. The last bit of my produce are these red peppers. They looked beautiful and I want to do a stir fry this week. Speaking of stir fries, hello. I got some frozen stir fry veggies and some frozen cauliflower. I tend to do a combination of frozen and fresh. That way I can use the fresh right away and then keep the frozen on hand for additional meals later in the week or the next week as well. As far as like can and pantry and condiments, I went ahead and got 2 cans of golden corn so I could have these on hand to make a chili later in the week. This is new to me. I've never tried it, but it's a plant-based bolognese, the vegan pasta sauce. It was actually on clearance for 99 cents. It's vegan, it's gluten-free, and I thought this would be perfect with some pasta and some squash. Throw it together and you have a quick, easy meal. If you don't have this near you, you can just do a quick pasta sauce in a can or homemade if you would like. I just wanted to really try it before I wouldn't get a chance because it's discounted out. Oh, and just to add, this is normally $4.99 a can, so I got it, I feel like, for a really good price at 99 cents. Dill relish, because I have to make potato salad at some point this week, so I did get the Kroger brand of the dill relish. I'm also gonna put these in my potato salad this week, along with other salads, since I did get so many greens, and I thought that just sounded so good. I had a hard time finding a gluten-free barbecue sauce, so I grabbed this one, and I'm going to do a rice bowl with traditional rice, not cauliflower rice this week, so I thought this would be really good. I'm actually going to do an entire video on some other dinners, so stay tuned because you'll probably see that in the next dinner's recipe video. All right, I had to get some yellow mustard. I've been talking about potato salad, so got that for the potato salad. We were also out of sea salt, so I always get the iodized sea salt because being, you know, on any kind of diet, nutrition level, you do want some kind of iodized product in your life. So I get this. We really like it. And this lasts us almost a year. I could probably look back and see when I purchased this last. It's probably been, I think, since last August or September. So over a year. Since going gluten-free, I've had a really hard time finding coconut aminos. I think it's just a shortage problem, but I did find these and I was super excited because they're only $2.99, which I don't feel like is that bad. Maybe it's a expensive price, but then I can do a stir fry bowl and have some coconut aminos instead of soy sauce. And no, just so you guys know, soy is not a gluten problem, but usually there's a wheat alternative in the soy sauce that makes it an issue. So that's why most gluten-free people cut out soy sauce. Another great clearance item was this salsa. It was only 99 cents. I decided to go with this instead of canned salsa because I hate when food goes to waste. Same with some of these other items. I could have gotten something else that would have lasted longer, but I know I'm gonna use it. Plus I know my husband would love chips and salsa this week, so he'll probably have that tonight when he gets home from work. Another clearance item, never tried this before, but it was also 99 cents. It's like a salsa and a guac, and actually didn't look that bad. There's a little browning on the bottom. Brown avocado doesn't mean necessarily bad, it's just oxidizing. So again, if he uses this in the next day or two, it'll be fine. And for 99 cents, I feel like those are great purchases. I wanted to try something different when it came to my lunches this week, so I grabbed 2 packs of these. They're 90 calories per tortilla. I've never had them. I didn't love the spinach ones I got last time. They're like okay, but you have to eat them toasted or warm, so I decided to try something different. They're kind of expensive, but once I popped the Fetch Rewards app open and scanned my receipt, I ended up getting 200 points back for these, so I wasn't too upset about it. If you use Fetch or Ibotta and you see stuff like this on the app, it's worth then trying it, so I was happy about that. If you follow me over on Instagram, I've put both of these on Instagram Reels recently on what I eat in a day. I love them. They're kind of high calorie, but honestly, everything in moderation, and they're vegan, gluten-free. They're so good. I don't like ranch, but I love Caesar and blue cheese, and nothing I've ever had or made has come closer to the original. So honestly, because I have so many nut allergies, I'm willing to use these over ones that are made with cashews. So I went for these and I love them, and they last a really long time, at least for me. So if you have a Kroger company near you, these are usually 2 for $5. If not, the Follow Your Heart brand is a national brand, and you can most likely find those at your local store. Some snacks and a little bit of non-dairy dairy items, if you will. So my husband loves this creamer and it's never in stock. So I went ahead and grabbed him one. I don't think it's gluten-free or technically vegan. Oh, it is vegan. Oh, sometimes when I see plant-based, I like just assume that, you know, it's not, because plant-based I feel like is a perception, you know, like it's more of an umbrella, but yeah, it's vegan. Okay. And I don't know about gluten-free. Oh, wow. Look, read the label, Miranda. Okay. This is a good find. My husband loves this. We had this when we were on vacation in Utah a couple months ago. And when I saw it in stock, I had to grab him one because tomorrow is Christmas Eve and I know he would love a cup of coffee with his favorite creamer in it for Christmas Eve. I actually got this for myself. I thought this looked good. I actually didn't even see if it was gluten-free. I just assumed. I don't have celiacs, in case anybody's wondering. I just have a really high gluten intolerance. And if I have anything with gluten, I'm like wrecked for a few days. So I try really hard to stay away from it. But I got this for my smoothies and for my coffee. But if I can't have it, my husband will drink it. It will not go to waste. I am allergic to most nuts, peanuts, and cashews, so I don't get cashew milk. And I don't get almond milk because then my husband can't drink it because he's allergic to almonds. Speaking of almonds, I did grab this, and I think this is gluten-free. It's the Kite Hill plain unsweetened almond milk yogurt. Gosh, I really need to read packages better. Yeah, I think I read this one. Gluten-free, kosher, vegan, non-GMO. And it was like more than half off, $2.49. Okay, it was half off. Usually $4.99. I thought that would be so good in like a kind of a taco Tex-Mex kind of dish. My husband can't have almonds, but that's okay. They didn't have the cashew one on hand, and I thought, well, that's all right. I'll have this. And then if I can't have that, he can have it. So it's all good. Trying to balance allergies out is difficult in a home of two. So when it comes to snacks, I did go ahead and get a bunch of rice cakes. I love these before a workout or when I'm running. I just think they're just perfect for me. Let me know what you guys use before a workout or before a run. This with a little bit of almond butter is like perfect for me. And then I did grab these. I love blue corn tortilla chips, but also because I got that pack of salsa, I thought my husband would love to snack on that for Christmas Eve or Christmas or any time to use up that salsa. And I've had this brand before of these Siete grain-free tortilla chips, but I haven't had this flavor, and it just looked really good. And I just thought, you know what? I'm gonna try them, and I love that they're gluten-free. They're nice and light and crisp. So again, with like kind of a Tex-Mex meal, I thought that would be delicious. So there is my grocery haul. $125 is what I spent. Let's jump in to some 10-minute meals, shall we? Here is a really quick look at my menu planner. My friend Lauren makes these, so I will link her website down below. Make sure you check it out. Plus, she gives me a code to use on everyone's first order. She has so many different kinds of menu planners on her website. So what I do is I just list all of our meals here for the week, and I just love it to keep me organized. So I'm not going to show you this week's meal planner. It's going to be a surprise because I'm doing a full night's dinners video, so stay tuned. But I just love this because this you can do, obviously, you know, if you write small enough, you can put all your meals for the whole week. I just use it for dinners, and it has a magnet on the back, so you can hang it on your fridge if you want to. I just did an Instagram reel not too long ago if you saw that, so make sure you check me out on Instagram so you get all the up-to-date of cool lifestyle things that I'm sharing. I love sharing super easy meals with you guys, and this is the first one using those cauliflower wraps. The nice thing is if you don't eat gluten-free, you can substitute for any kind of wrap that you like. You can also do a flatbread pizza. We're keeping it super simple. If you don't have this blue cheese sauce, you could use any kind of sauce that you have on hand. You can use mustard, but we're basically making a chickpea mock tuna and putting it in a wrap with a bunch of veggies, and this was so good. I really enjoy quick, easy meals that I can make really fast after I run at night, and then I can get to work with other things. I have a lot going on. My schedule's very busy. With moving, I feel like 10-15 minute meals is where it's at. Like I said, with the holidays, if you're on a weight loss program for the new year, you don't want to spend a lot of time in the kitchen, but you want tasty things, I got you. So I just chopped up some veggies and put them in a pan. I don't cook with oil. I get a lot of questions over that. I just never have. And then last year around this time, I found the starch solution and I started that for a while. And it just kind of showed me that I really like veggies in water saute more than anything. But if you use oil, go for it. And then you're just going to kind of push down with a fork and mash your chickpeas. You can also use a food processor if you want. Throw in some dressing. If you want to use vegan mayo, you can, or mustard, a little bit of lemon. I mean, really, you can do anything with chickpeas. They take on so much flavor. I make sure my onions are cooked first. As long as they're translucent, I go ahead and add the squash. I kind of like my squash to be a little bit raw, so I just saute them again in some water, and then when they're cooked down, I add them with some spinach.
What if the world had more of your smile? What if the wind could spread your love? What if your sweetness could reach everyone? There'd be no wars. Maybe the birds will sing about your heart. Maybe the trees will whisper the word. Maybe the sun will spread your joy to the ones who lost their hope.
I don't know about you, but I am a huge Cody Francis fan and I'm always listening to him on Spotify. So of course I had to add one of his songs to today's video. As you saw, I packed away a little bit of the vegetables from last night that I didn't end up using, and now I'm making a mini pizza. I think it's really important to share here on my channel multiple ways to use the same ingredients over and over and over. Not only is that extremely budget friendly, but also on a plant-based diet, you have a lot of options, but when it comes to a budget, you want to make sure that when you are meal planning, you're able to save by using some of the ingredients multiple ways in a week. So I'm making these little mini pizzas, and I also have a cheese sauce recipe, which I will type and put in the description box below, that's made with potatoes and carrots. I'm sure you guys have one of your own cheese sauces, but I'll type it and leave it just in case, and it's really good on top of these little mini pizzas. I have been really looking for like a flatbread that I can utilize being gluten-free. Gluten-free pizzas are expensive. They're like $9. They're really small. They're super high calorie, and it's just not ever what I'm looking for. And I feel like the cheese is kind of funky. So anyways, making my own was so much better. These cauliflower crusts, I give them like a 15 out of a 10. They are so good. They get so crunchy. It was delicious. So I hope you guys give this one a try too.
Fill my head with roses. I can't help but dream away. Standing on a field with you and flowers everywhere.
You know by now I saved the best recipe for last. So we're going to use this gluten-free pasta. Again, if you're not gluten-free, just use any pasta you have on hand. We're going to use that squash butternut or butternut squash. Of course, some more of that spinach. Again, using ingredients over and over. This coconut milk was gluten-free and vegan, by the way. It says right on the package if I would just turn it over and read. Anyways, I'm going to make a macaroni and cheese. Here are the seasonings I pull out of my cupboard: onion, garlic, oregano, and a little red pepper to spice it up. So while the water was boiling, I went and added 8 ounces of the coconut milk along with that butternut squash. If you have a frozen butternut squash or cooked butternut squash on hand, you can use that, or you can even use a sweet potato if you want to. I blended that up really quickly in my food processor. And then once the pasta was fully cooked, I would say not even fully cooked. I let it go about 7 minutes, and it did say 8 to 10. I left about a half a cup of the pasta water in with the pot, put it back on the stove, added the sauce that I made and the seasonings. And then what I did is I keep seeing this little hack on TikTok, so I looked it up on Pinterest. You take about 2 tablespoons of flour, I use gluten-free, and a little bit of nutritional yeast and onion powder, mix it together, and it makes like a mac and cheese base. Oh my gosh, mind blown. This was so good. So good. You guys need to try this. It makes the dish super thick and creamy because of the flour. And I know this is like an old school thing. It's like a flour roux, I think, but I just have never done it that I can think of with pasta, and it was so good. And I feel like I could add so much spinach in here. I end up adding the rest of that package, and so I have a ton of veggies in here, and the coconut adds a little bit of like sweet hint to it. The nutritional yeast adds a little bit of bite, and it's so delicious. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you on Thursday with another wonderful recipe video.